Hey y'all, let's talk today about the different types of AI chatbots and which one you might want to use. Hey y'all, I'm Tami Green. Let's talk about dumb people and building the lives we want. In the last video, we got your feet wet a little bit by overcoming objections to using AI, and I gave you some teasers and how I'm using it. But today we're going to talk about the three main chatbots. And trust me, there's a lot more you can do with AI, but let's just stay really simple for now. There's three of them: ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. Now, a lot of people have heard about ChatGPT. It's the generalist. It's the one I used, I guess, for a year. I asked it all kinds of questions. I asked it personal questions. I asked it problem solving questions. I asked it questions about how to garden. And I did a lot of financial analysis even on ChatGPT. I liked it because it pretty intuitively understood me and would answer the way it thought I wanted to. So it was really funny. After about a year of using it, it said something about me being logical and analytical. It's funny that it could tell that. It does pattern recognition. So it could tell I was like that and it answered to me in that way. So that's the kind of intuitiveness it has in trying to understand your personality, your quirks. I think at one time I said I was anxious, it saved that, and then it got, like, super validating, like, "We don't wanna give you too much to do," or "I don't wanna give you too much to do," and I'm like, "Why are you saying that?" And it had remembered, and I'm like, "Strike that, I need it straight." So that's the kind, for lack of a better term, relationship building that ChatGPT can give to you. So it's a great entry point. And like I said in my last video, it came out with a great image tool. I did images in Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude, and ChatGPT was the best. It did some really cool images. So now I figured out how to use prompting better in Gemini and got it to save my brand and my style a little bit. But that took a minute. Just straight out of the box, ChatGPT was great. And so if you want a starting place, go play with the images in there. Tell it to do anything, change styles, colors, take your face and put it on something. It's pretty cool. Now, I talked about Gemini creating images, and Gemini is really good at images. And I've started using it for my image creation. So I started last night, I was watching my grandkids, and after they went to bed, I was actually generating images for social media and to give to my kids on Gemini in the chat. I just want to back up to ChatGPT for a moment. I'm not sure about Gemini. Pretty sure it has this. I know how Claude has this. You can use them on desktop or an app on your phone. And what's great about ChatGPT that I started using it, and now I use Claude this way, is when you're driving, you can talk to it. Now, what's starting to happen, and I could see it going this way, is we're not going to necessarily even need a computer soon. We're going to be able to tell it what to do, and it's going to do it for us. And I'll tell you about new functionality that Claude has. Gemini is part of Google. And if you've ever used Google's tools like even Docs or Workspace, it's got like this small kind of corporate font. Their Google logo is like really cool, but a lot of it feels pretty corporate. So it doesn't have the warmth ChatGPT does, but it's great for if you're working in the Google ecosystem. Like if you want to draw from Google Drive, Docs, Meet. There's a lot to Google. And if you're a small business owner or even a large business owner and you use Google, there's a lot in there. And the other thing, if you think about it, Gemini is connected to Google search. So it's going to have a lot of more up to date search information, more functionalities coming out on all of these. The third is Claude. Claude is what I've doubled down on in the past few months. It's great for writing. It is awesome at formatting documents for you in a very understandable way. Now, I will tell you this about writing anything. I have not found one product yet, including Grammarly or even maybe Microsoft native tools, but certainly these language models, I haven't found one that I didn't need to heavily edit anything because it doesn't get my voice. And I don't know about you, but I don't like the sound of AI generated things over and over. I mean, I want to use colloquialisms and AI doesn't do that. But Claude is very good at business writing and complex, multi stepped ideas. Now, I will tell you, I use ChatGPT and I could give it multiple variables at one time. And there's a word which I'm going to teach you in a later video, and it's called agent. And that's when it can go and get on your laptop, desktop, browser, and actually click and fill in things for you and be like an employee. Claude is way better at building those multi layered, nuanced, complex projects with you. And that's why I've doubled down on Claude and I'm really enjoying it. Again, though, your choice is a self leadership choice. Like everything I'm doing on this channel and everything I've been about in the past 20 years being a coach is who are you? What's important to you? Don't let anyone tell you what to do. You figure it out for yourself. Think about where you are now and where you want to go. And then just start and feel proud of yourself. I'm all about self validation, especially when things feel really scary. So, what do you want? It's not a tech decision. What is it you want? And let's dive a little deeper into these three AI tools so you can get a little bit more understanding of which one you might want to use. We talked about ChatGPT. Let's think of it more as a generalist. And it's very good and it can remember information across chats, which is great. By the way, Claude just rolled that out where it's remembering information across chats. Now, we're going to talk about the free version of ChatGPT because it can do a lot for you straight out of the box. But again, it's very general. A limit of ChatGPT is really diving deep on understanding your voice. And that's where I'm loving Claude right now because has something called projects and skills where it can really be robust in saving and understanding your voice. ChatGPT has some of that too. But if you're going to need AI to be you, if you're going to need it to be able to understand and execute things like you would, Claude's the way to go right now. ChatGPT, more for general understanding and, of course, validating. Now, admittedly, I'm not going to be able to go very deep on Gemini because I don't use it as much. I'm just starting to use it to create images and save my brands, and it's doing this exceptionally well. I am starting to work more in my Google Drive, and so maybe eventually Gemini is a better option for doing that. I've actually run into some limitations with Claude. And a lot of it is how I set it up because I know people that have used Claude very well that goes in and works in their Google Docs. But I actually had a 2 hour session with Claude this morning that was super frustrating about this. So maybe Gemini is a better tool to use in that. But where Claude shines, and I want to dive a little bit deep in this video, but we'll learn more about it in other videos, is something called projects, which is all about building workflows and teaching it to be another person, another employee to me. I tried it a couple months ago and it was like very disappointing. I've not heard anyone say that it's being used right now. When you start a project in Claude, you're going to write a set of instructions and you want to be as detailed as possible, but tell it everything you want it to know. All the nuances, figures, anything, the emotion that you feel like, put it all in there because it's going to remember that. AI is very fast. It can pull this information and make decisions really quickly. So, what it's going to do is if you ask it a question, it's going to pull all that information and compare it to your question. So it's not just giving you the same AI generated answer that you might find on Google. Super helpful. And it's going to help you build these workflows. So, what is a workflow? A workflow is how you get from A to Z. And it's got some of this stuff built in. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Everything from I go from actually before setting up a video, it's like I had to script, set up lighting, set up camera, film, edit, post to YouTube. That is how a workflow looks. That's just my example and help you automate it. That's magic. So how long did it take to build this workflow? It took a minute, and you have to approach any of these tools as if you're learning. And there's a learning curve. And that's good because if you can learn AI and how to use these tools, that alone puts you ahead, I don't know, 98% of the people out there just by learning. So just have a workflow that you want to build and make it what you practice using these tools for. I can tell you that the free version of Claude did not work for me on that. And even the $20 version worked to a limit. And there's all kinds of videos you can find on how to hack the Claude situation because it times you out if you use too many what's called tokens. You can do it at different times, but it was just too frustrating to me. So I'm right now practicing using the max plan, and it's been great. Then go to another chat. That's one of the things I learned this morning. It was really frustrating, and all frustrating things are a learning curve. So you do want to go to a different chat and start over. But if you stay in the same project, it's going to remember your other important parts of the conversation. Or you could say, you're slowing down, give me something to tell the next chat. And it will go over, put that in the next chat, the next step, and it will pull from project information and skills and keep going. These are just some little tips for you. Bottom line is you get to decide which tool you think you might want to use. You can play with all of them. You can open all three of them on your desktop if you have one and ask it the same question or generate the same image. So you can kind of compare and contrast, but you're going to really need to go deep in one of these to understand if it's going to suit your needs. So if you just want general conversation, ChatGPT is great. If you want to go deep, Claude's the way to go right now. Gemini is to be determined. Let me know if you have an opinion about Gemini or how you're using it, that I should be using it. Because this stuff is happening so fast, we got to keep talking to each other about it. All right. If I could give you one practice for this week, here it is. Download Claude. Download Claude on your phone or your desktop. They sync to each other. If you want to do both, but just open your phone right now and download, because what we're going to do in the next video is we're really going to learn how to use Claude to change your business, not just for conversation, but for actually automating things. And that is mind blowing. I have a son who works in AI, and it even blows his mind, the capabilities right now. It's stunning. Eventually, it's going to be rolled out in every aspect of our lives. But don't you want to be ahead of the curve and understand this? That's what I want for you too. All right. Which chat AI tool is good for you? We're going to figure that out today. As always, like, subscribe. It helps me a lot, keeps my morale going, keeps me investing the time in you, which is what I want to do more than anything. And if you want to join the community on Substack, go over there. We're going to have a lot of fun discussions, which is the best. Okay, talk soon. See you next time. Say bye.
Bye.
See ya.